Good morning. Starting our morning off, making shift happen. Who's making shift happen this week? If you don't have your Making Shift Happen mug, you can go get it at shop.metamorfize.com. There's a few other ones. Because we got to wake and make, right? Everyone's got to wake up, make some money, make some moves, make some communication, make some love. Wake and make, everybody. Making shift happen. All right, this is Tuesday Thoughts. Hey, if you're here joining me, give me an icon. Let me know. Let me know that you're here. And I feel good this morning. I'm feeling good. I just had my workout. Today, actually, I'm going to be talking about my workout because today I am talking about the 5-a-day method. The 5-a-day method. TM. The 5-a-day method, TM. Because it took me a while to get here to crack this code and to realize that this is actually a really big thing. So, hey, I'm waving at you over here, Instagram. Nice. Thank you for being here. How are you? How are you? Are you curious about the 5-a-day method? All right. So if you're joining me on Facebook, say hello to me, give me an icon, a good morning, so I know you're here. Would love to communicate with you. Oh yeah, let me get my cards out. We're going to be doing a tarot reading in a little bit to just pull the wisdom of this talk today, Tuesday Talks. All right, I'm excited. In a few Tuesdays, I'm going to be doing these talks from Mexico. That's going to be fun. So if you're here, say hello, hello. Thank you for being here. I'm going to be talking about this week's theme, which is the 5-a-day method. It's kind of something that I made it up in the sense that I put that together recently. And what I want to talk about today is how I got here really to this 5-a-day, because it wasn't always like this that I cracked this code. Okay, so let's kind of like talk backwards, because what code am I even talking about? So if you're following me at all anywhere on social media, I am currently and activating my 30 Days to Change, actively promoting this program. 30 Days to Change is a program that uses 5 minutes a day to have you do something very small for 30 days. Because what I have now come to learn in my wise 44 years of falling and failing and getting back up over and over and over and over again to try to reach my own personal goals is that the magic is in the showing up. Yep, write that down. The magic is in the showing up. So for years and years and years, I would attempt to go big and go big or go home. You know, we're trained that way. It's all code. It's all life language. Communication is absolutely, yeah. But to communicate with others, you have to learn to speak your code, their code. There's lots of languages. What up, Jerome? What's up? So 5 minutes a day is, oh yeah, so I'm saying, we're trained in our whole society to go big or go home. Meaning for years, I would try to take on these huge projects with this huge end goal in mind, which is great. I'm not saying don't have a huge goal. What I'm saying is we can get stuck and we can sabotage ourselves if we don't learn to chunk things down to very small, doable steps. And the small, doable steps, because let's look at it this way. Every day is put together by a string of decisions. Your decisions are thoughts. Your thoughts are sentences. Your sentences are words. So one little word at a time will put together the whole unfolding of your day. So when I say I cracked the code, what I mean is I used to take on really big projects. Like, it may not seem big to you, but just getting to the gym off my couch to my shoes and out the door was like massive to me, because I struggled with isolation. So maybe that's something that you've had to, or you plan to eat healthy, but you end up grabbing the the potato chips or ordering wine at dinner. You just you keep trying and then you fail because maybe what you're trying to take on is too big. So this 5 a day method is what I ended up having to put together for myself. Succeed in what I realized is that it is better to show up and do less and succeed than to show up and try to take on something big and fail. Because when you set yourself up for success, you literally create body memory inside of you, and it feels good. You feel empowered. You feel confident. You have a yes, I can energy that's moving through you, because the best thing to do is actually create momentum instead of just trying to take on the biggest thing out of the gate. You think people who run marathons leave the start line and then just go 26 miles and they're like, woohoo? No, they go 1 mile, then they go 2 miles, then they go 3, 5, 10. Boom, you build on it. You don't climb Mount Kilimanjaro in one shot, you train. So there's the same training that happens. There's something very magical about only taking on 5 minutes a day, the brain. Like lately I've been saying, are your dreams worth 5 minutes? Is what you really want worth 5 minutes? Because I know that I can break it down with you to do something for 5 minutes a day that will get you closer to your dream, to your vision, to your goals. I know I can do that with you. And it can be super small. Like if you're someone who struggles with a lot of mind chatter, what if you took on 5 minutes of meditation a day? Even if it just means sitting on your butt on the couch with the timer on, but you don't actually meditate yet. Because again, the magic is in the showing up. Cue magic. Cue sparkles. So, yeah. This 30 Days to Change program, I'm going to talk about it a lot right now because, number one, we have the next round of it starts in January. But it's really been massive, massive change and shift and evolution for me in my life. I was someone who struggled a lot with starting things, doing great out of the gate, and then I would fail or I would stop, and then I would go again. And you know what? That loop created a lot of not only suffering, because, oh my God, all that energy to pick myself back up and try again, emotional energy and physical energy, but also I had created a loop, a mental loop of like, I don't know, what's the point, or am I going to be able to do it this time? Like I hadn't really been able to prove to myself that success could last long enough where I began to build the momentum onto it. So 5 minute a day method is a way for you to start something, because let's be honest, the hardest part is starting. It is the going from the stopping to making that decision and going for it, and also realizing that sometimes we're afraid to succeed, that we rather stay looping in our complaining, looping in the wanting of something, never really allowing ourselves to have it. So 5 minutes a day is actually me saying you can have it, you can experience it. Even if it's like, okay, you want to work out? What if you just worked out for 5 minutes a day and that is enough? Why do we always have to take on so much? I mean, I was guilty of that. I would try to take on so much. Oh, like 5 minutes was not good enough because that wasn't going to help me lose weight. That wasn't going to get me to where I wanted to be physically, make me look and feel the way I want to look. But I was wrong. And I'm telling you, I was wrong, because 5 minutes a day, it did get me there. It made me realize I am capable. I can show up for myself, because it's not the working out that was holding me back. It was the showing up for myself. I use a very heavy word sometimes in talking about this when we say we're going to do something and we don't do it, with ourselves, the word is betrayal. We betray ourselves over and over again, and it will cause massive distrust within us that we actually start to watch that trickle out into our lives, where we're not able to make very basic, simple decisions. This showed up for me. I couldn't not order from a menu. And I know you can laugh because I laugh at it now. But I had gotten way far away because I had failed so dramatically and so many times, where I no longer trusted myself. And 5 minutes a day got me back on track. And I'm offering this program to people who want to get back on track. If you keep on keeping your word, if you keep on keeping your word to everybody else but not yourself, you put yourself last, this program helps you get on track. And you don't need to do it with me. You can do it on your own. I'm just saying it's easier in a group. It's easier together. Because I mean, sometimes, no matter how many times I tried, there were looping thoughts that just got in my way. And yeah, 5 a day, who knew? So wait, I wanted to read, the simplest life is so simple. Absolutely, Kelly. The thing is, I've realized that things are simple, but that doesn't mean they're always easy. I mean, also, easy is an attitude that we bring to things. But I guess you could say, like in nature, if you want to, instead of the word easy, there's going to be resistance. And your relationship with resistance is the difference between something being easy and something being hard. I mean, it's always going to have a push. Every single thing, even human birth, you push out something for it to be born. So we are always going to have to push through a something. But you can be conscious of the pushing. You can have the fear there, see it anyway, and do it anyway. You can have the resistance there, knowing that it's the gateway to your change. You can have that 5 minutes right there. You're saying to yourself, all right, get up off the couch. All right, let's do this. And your mind is like, I don't want to. I'm so cozy. My bed is comfortable. I just want to stay in here. That's the resistance. That's the mind chatter. Everything that I do and the work that I do is to help you navigate your mind. This is mental negotiation. If there's the self-mastery that I stand behind, is that you having conversations with you, shortening the dialogue of between, I don't want to drink this week, I want to work out this week, I want to drink water, I want to eat healthy, whatever it is that you say you want to do with yourself, that you do it. And when you're in motion towards that you shorten the conversation, that your resistance comes up, that your mental sabotage comes in, that you can have the skills to be like, I see you, resistance, I hear you, sabotage, but I'm doing this anyway because I'm attaching to the feeling I want to have after this is done. And let me tell you, I know that sounds so simple when I say it. And it's taken me years to really be able to attach to the feeling after, and to shorten that resistance, because I do want to feel good. And the longer you do these 5 minutes, the more you're like, oh my God, this feels really good. I want to do it again. And then you start to realize, wait a minute, I am worth 5 minutes a day. And then once you master 5 minutes, you can move to 7 or 10 or whatever you want to do. Or you could stay at 5, because guess what? Everything will get done 5 minutes a day. Like if you think of a graph, the trajectory, even if you move something one tiny 0.001 degree up, you will still get here. It'll be slow, but slow and steady is the way. A lot of things that you do quickly have you doing something fast is fine. You have a different journey then, because you have to learn how to then go all the way to the one side, and then you have this recalibration that's going to happen, because you kind of move quickly to get there, and then you're like shedding old stuff along the way that you have to remind yourself, oh yeah, hold on, I need to like get rid of that. So hi, Michelle, thanks for being here. Framing everything. Yeah, build momentum on small successes. Words matter, absolutely. to make shift happen. One tiny thing a day. And I know that this concept of 5 minutes a day is probably not some earth shattering, mind blowing, thing. But you'd be surprised that these simple things that we know, why don't we do them? If you knew that 5 minutes of something a day could change how you feel about your life, could change how the people around you are feeling about you, why don't we do it? So what's in the way of that? And if you're curious about talking that out, I will talk that out with you, because that's the thing, is that we're all smart. We're all walking around knowing exactly what we need to do with ourselves. We know. We have these silent conversations deep down in there. Move your body more, eat healthy, have that conversation you need to have, get up earlier, drink more water. I mean, it's basic stuff. Stress less, think positive, and if they're so simple, then why don't we do them? Have you ever thought about that? What actually is in the way? What thought forms are you saying to yourself? Because I'm going to tell you, they're probably deep in there as a program that you aren't even, maybe you are aware of, and you just got used to it now, because that's another thing that happens. We just start to get really, really used to these programs that are not productive. So I'm going to leave you with this before we pick a card. Question everything. Ask yourself if the thoughts you're having are productive towards helping you get to your goals. Start with 5 minutes a day to see if you can, shock yourself out of your failure loop, or you can gently, it's not even a shock, can you gently pull yourself into a different groove? And if you need support, 30 Days to Change starting January 10th. It's a great way to jumpstart change. It's a great way to get into a groove for the new year. I mean, we all have resolutions. What is one of your resolutions? If you're listening to this, then go ahead and share with me what's one thing that you would like for your 2021. What is one thing that you would love in 2021? Better health, or something with money or relationships. What is it? I'm just saying hi to everybody and see who's saying what over here. Thank you, Kelly, for all of your insights, by the way. And Sacred Living, hello. Yeah. All right, let's pick this. So if you're on Facebook, I see a bunch of people here. What is it that you would want either more of or less of in 2021 that I could either brainstorm with you some 5-minute stuff right now? We're going to pull a card. Yes, Michelle, keeping your word to yourself, maintaining the trust in yourself. It's all about the trust. It's all about the trusting in yourself. All right, here we go. Oh, whoa. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. I know I call it the cracking the code, but, feels like it was a code to me. Okay, we're going to go with this one. Ooh. Moment to moment. I actually popped out too. Control and moment to moment. How perfect. 2 just popped out. That's crazy. Crazy cool in the sense of like, here, look, he's white knuckling it. He needs to control everything in his life. This is in some ways, these are so opposite. It's kind of hilarious. Look how carefree this one is. Just going like la-di-da, moment to moment. Everything is beautiful. Literally, this is 5 minutes a day. This is like hop, skip, here we go. I can do it. 5 minutes a day. Just go. All this one is worrying about is hopping to the next rock. That's all. There's no like, the path will lead you somewhere. This one is so worried about the big picture and how to control every outcome. It ends up getting boxed in. Look at all the sharp edges. This is a mind card. This is gray. It's mind. This is when we get in our own way with our mind. Everything's about navigating your mind. If you stay trying to control everything, then you're going to stay just white knuckling it through life. But if you let go just a little bit, I'm just asking for a little bit of let go, a little bit of 5 minutes, a little bit of freedom in your life to put yourself first. There's a carefree, fun playfulness that you can live in your life with. Just worrying about the next rock to jump to. Just worrying about, that's it, one rock at a time, one step at a time. And actually that's going to leave me with the last thing, which is this week's affirmation is just one step at a time. Boom. One step at a time, everybody. You can do it. 5 minutes a day, which is basically 1 minute at a time. So get in touch if you want to take the 30 Days to Change program. I'm here to support you. You can do it. I believe in you. Let's do this together, everyone. Make 2021 your best year, at least one day at a time, one breath at a time, one thought at a time. It's always one something at a time. Happy day. Happy Tuesday. See you later. Mwah. One love.